I'm going to unveil some. I want to open your eyes. Okay, look, I have contacted FBI. What date is this? 2023. I'm like, I'm being abused. I'm being terrorized. There's photos. Wait, I just want to tell you harassment. Witness or victim to falsely testify or unlawfully withhold any testimony. There's been a lot of court cases. I don't know anything about it. They're withholding me any evidence. They said I was going to jail for 4 years because my ex put me into a court case. And I've also got the criminal gang of John, and there's proof in this telephone. And I did a lot of work. So this phone's 3 years ago, and since that time I did a hell of a lot of work into a tablet, and they stole it off me. These people have plagiarized and patented my life identity. I was very, very beautiful. Like my skin was very, very soft and baby-like, and my eyes were very, very joyful. And I lived my life with lightness, and I was very light, kind, happy. My heart was free. And it says in here that I've been put in prison by the Muslims for the rest of my life, and they won't tell me why. So I want to tell you, I am an innocent person. They just don't want me to be pretty anymore. And this is my protest. It's against injustice. I'm going to show you that I did protest and I did do a lot of work. I've got a video today of my crunchy stomach, but I've got an organisation that's worldwide domination. This is a photo of the prostitution, and it was me being puppeted, and I think it's got something to do with Ruin Now Ugly Ex, and I think they were getting this guy from England, Bjorn, to send it everywhere. Bjorn, Bgorn, and it went all over Australia, these graves. And they've built a massive hall of fame over this prostitution ring. And so I think it's mutilation, it's cruel treatment and torture. It's taking hostages because I don't have access to anyone to help me. It's a war crime. Okay, and I have toxicity. I've got cognitive difficulties, pain, weight gain, numbness, metallic taste. She has taken the heaven and made it full of everything that was part of my identity, and these police have been abusing me and streaming me. These young ones, I think. Well, I think it's a young gang, but he's a policeman now. There you go, some cruel treatment. Just says don't go on the internet, you'll see them calling you a dog. This 5X is a brand, and he's gone worldwide, and all these other brands to do with me. Like, there's a housing cartel of Mexico that are really abusive to me. They're not letting me access what I need. I was trying to research 3 years ago what's wrong with my health. It's not as bad as it is now. They've done something wrong. This is all my phones. They're beautiful, colourful artworks, and they just stole everything down of my data and went to school to make sure they were better at everything that I'm doing. And I said, can you please help? I'm human trafficked. If you're told I am a slut or a whore, I am persecuted. I said, if you see anything mental or sexual, can you please call a human trafficking agency? See, 2023. But Mae West has so much power now, and it's in this phone too, that she's built all those girls into real high-looking class women. But 5 years ago, they weren't. And what I'm saying is I've done everything I can to get a facelift and to go back to work. And those girls are flowers who you think are so influential and great are not great because they're not letting me go to work. I'm being illegally imprisoned for the rest of my life, and it's injustice. So I tried to ring up drug trafficking and crime. I don't even know if this UNODC is a real place, or it's just like they're making fun of me, like ugly now, because they seem to control all the internet and make me outcast. This is about the problems with social disadvantage. I've already got social status. They just don't want to let me get back any rights. This is me complaining about the bullying online. Why are they putting all this mental health online? Why can I not eat without abuse? Why do I not have rights with housing? It's impacted my future. I don't feel safe. I said I am a citizen. A foreigner has abused me as a parasite to the people. I feel persecuted. I don't have any help. I just tried to write to one of my old colleagues about the beautiful wife scenario and saying it's very unethical. My face has been ruined. It's really traumatized me. I've never been allowed to. She silenced me for 50 years because I want to speak out about it. And I'm saying, what kind of Arabs don't want me to be pretty? Why are they doing this to me? They're holding me hostage in a house out of a toilet video. But I want to keep going because, look, I've tried to do all of these. They've tried to make out that I'm very mentally ill. These are all art pieces that I was learning in Australia and all this human rights. I did all this study about it. I've asked Marina to go here, but actually I think this is all a lie too. All of these internet places aren't real. Somebody's been scamming me and not allowing me to use the internet. Human trafficking. I am not free to leave and come and go. The commercial sex industry, I'm being pimped. I've been look, save my heritage, because they're making out, there's posters all over Auckland that John changed my heritage to black with Leanne and with Reuben and Poppy and somebody else, Tony, I think. I just said my face is ruined. Should I pay for my ex's partners comparing themselves to me after surgery? I said I'm misunderstood over structural violence because I can't access anybody to help me. Nobody helps me. And I did all this work into my identity, my CV with real people, and the government girls have erased it all. Like, look, I've been a caregiver at Capital Guardians. So capital guardians, that also sort of seems like capital punishment from the guardian of the galaxy. So she believes she owns all of the internet. She believes she owns everything about my personality to do with spirituality. She believes she owns divine feminine. She's trademarked everything about my personality and data. And I'm showing you my data. This is old. Like, look, this is really old. I've done all this work to do with sunshine and light. They're trademarking everything. Telstra Clear, I used to work there. With Anna Molay, she did heaps of like alternative healing food. She needed cooked. Absolute Domestics. Skills for industry training, NDIS training, UCOL photography, level 6, applied counselling, university skills and preparation and essay writing. Good English, communication skills. What does that say? Integrity and honesty, ability to work in a team environment, proactive, a can-do attitude. I've been a crisis counsellor at Lifeline and I've been a respite worker at Nurse Maud. And I couldn't get emergency housing. I keep going there. They say that it only for families, but if you go in and talk to the receptionist, they'll tell you something else. And they never help me. Transitional housing is at full capacity. And if you look at the names, it's not a real person that I'm being kidnapped by the government. Lo. Is that really a Samoan name? She just likes to call me a lowlife. Tau Fale, number 4. To her, 4 is death. Fale is a house. I don't know what she calls me. Something to do with being ugly. Because she's got me in a house and she's done capital punishment like that I'm so disgusting and gross looking for Reuben, and she's got all my fat out and ruining me as a blue waffle. And I'm asking, this is almost a homicide, basically, because nobody can show their face after that. It's real discrimination and homicide. And I've got no equality because I've got enough skills to have a good job. They just make my life extremely difficult. That's extremely cruel treatment. It's a real capital punishment. And I've had displacement all the time attacking me because they wanted, the will is going to the mum. These are the arts that I'm interested in, and Maria just took credit for everything and said they're professional and ruined my face and put me into jail. There you go. This is all stuff I was researching, and they have stopped me, the Arabs, due to just real discrimination. What is considered cruel punishment by the Eighth Amendment? This is where I'm getting cruel punishment already, and I knew she had sex videos and she was saying I'm too fat and gross for him. Excessive crime that was committed is considered cruel, unusual punishment. They disfigured me. So why are they spending so much money denying me the right to be my own queen, which I was good at? I was a really strong woman. And I'm just getting persecuted by people like Taylor Swift and all these musicians when I was not an ugly girl before. And here you go, 2022. I've tried calling Travel-X. I'm not getting through. That's my police investigation. I'm trying hard to get support. I was not getting anywhere. And I went to try and get blood done at this clinical testing. So that's ages ago. That's years ago that I tried to get help. Where's the date on it? How can I find the date? Here we go. 2023. This is when this was full of everything to do all day. These orange door. This is about, so I want the door to open. This was about domestic violence 2023 in an asylum. Anyway, that's my course application. This is, my life's gone. It's in limbo. Nobody's helped me. Reagan, that's true. I believe we'd call once a week as part of building a chronology in terms of 3 goals, and at that time find a house. And I said I would get back to you regarding talking to Jules. Now, I've looked at this, and he also sent me another one about the culture being abusive. It says Jew, lazy. So I've never talked to a real person. I'm talking to an agency that won't let me have support systems. They're kicking me out of everything. So I've tried, they're abusing me. It's apartheid. It says she was a hard worker. She came to church, very social and fit in with other people I'd recommend her. That was Judith, I think. And this is me trying to go to the gym. Thank you for booking in a complimentary consultation. Blah, blah, blah. Health, fit, wellness coach. What date is it? So this is where I wanted to get fit. And she hacked me, and they're all fitness stars now. Whatever I do on this phone, they went and got really famous over it just to be spiteful. I tried to get blood tests. I said, is it ethical for the public to keep talking about my mentality or make other people under some influence? I'm very unwell and can't be coherent. Because they were sabotaging me talking. And they're making fun of my lips, my vagina lips, all over the internet. It's a massive, that's where it's apartheid and very evil, because I need the right to have social interaction and love after my face had violence. And I wrote here on my WhatsApp how to be grateful for the little things in life. Oh, this is an Indian investigative journalist. She said in the mall that she reckons that there's a gentleman's club that opened, and I was being hung out by this handsome guy and I was being abused, and they did it all for money. And she said to contact her if I wanted help. And these are the things. I like watching tarot cards. I like to just relax and watch TV because I don't have any TV. They won't even let me watch any TV, and I'm alone all the time. It's abuse. This was a human rights lawyer I signed up to get information on. But I'm not a child. I'm an adult. Yeah, it's just she's talking about how I deserve to have freedom of belief and consciousness. which I don't. They've locked up my consciousness. This is all the art I like and all the tarot readings. I like listening to the stories that they tell. But they've persecuted me and stopped it. I said to Amy, did you see the school bus harassing me in my homes with photos, making me a huge fat old creep to young men on a bus? Please help me. Have you seen it? So before this, I was honourable and loved, and they've taken that away from me. They've made me a trash after ruining my face, and I tried to do police misconduct and all these things, and they just chained me up as a dog and said I was a black dog, and I'm being trashed ever since. And I'm just saying this hurt me a lot. So I ended up doing a lot of art, and then this father took it off me, and made me cheap quality, and he's just about murdered me. I think I got a video of it. Like he's in the middle of me texting people. He's making me pay endless amount of pain and suffering. This is me, and he's made a science about me not being happy, but how come I was happy before? I've taken all of my life was about art, beauty, hospitality, foreigners, going out taking photos. They just won't let me do anything I want to do. My mum taught us to be very outgoing, very open-minded and do what we want. And they're restricting everything and taking credit for everything. I always drew these at my mum's house and had beautiful art up. And my work's about mindfulness and they won't let me do it. And I was trying to look up diabetes, and I reckon I've got it, but I tried to do holistic healing with it. And this is about how Brittany Murphy got killed with heavy metals in her hair. I've constantly got heavy metals in me. They don't want me to be pretty at all, eh? And they keep telling, if I try and talk to anyone in that circle, he tells them I'm mad, I'm a fucking nut job, and I'm mental. They won't let me have any friends. And mold toxicity, cognitive problems, pain, fibromyalgia, I don't know how to say that, numbness. I shouldn't be alone. He's actually doing a crime against humanity, and it's just denying me the right to be. I wrote that those girls were guilty because they started a massive bullying thing online. Amnesty's blocked. I can't access what I need. And they keep stealing. They've taken my mum off me to put her in a will of this Epstein, and I got cut out of my own business, my own life, my own friendship. She took everything. And that's me before the violence. And music has taken credit for my own themes, and I've been locked out of heaven, not allowed to go into heaven. I'm not allowed to make money out of things that I am the one that came up with. This has got lips on it too. So obviously when I was staying with Rachel, they already had looked at my vagina and taken photos of my lips in a massive group of a blackmail ring, and these were my photos. I took heaps of photos of the outdoors. So how come that was about 8-9 years ago I was at Rachel, so already there's a lot of lips, because there were lips at my house when I met Owen. So there's been some sex pervert that's been hanging around me for a long time. I shouldn't be in jail for the rest of my life because they don't want me to be an angel. So it's ruined my vagina. This is really serious because they've taken away my identity, like my image, the image I was before the violence, and my love for social life and my love for professional life. It says here, advocates, mediators, protagonists, and campaigners. I'm a protagonist. They won't give this back to me. That means that I like to take the lead in my own life, but they've chained me up to humiliation. He's part of it. Like, he gave me a car, but he's in that circle. They've all seen my vagina. And they're just taking away a legacy. This is all things that I've been building in my life. And he's denying me the right to have it. The father, is saying none of it's for me. I'm a weird fucking weirdo. And she's the only one allowed to exist. And I got a death sentence. Oh, yeah, somebody wrote this, that Elon was getting spammed with repeated messages from a robot, and that's what happened to me. Nobody could get through because it was a robot. Like, people are making me a robot, and they've put me in an animal farm, and they've got sex trafficking and won't let me have anyone to talk to. But what I want to tell you, this is Australia, they put my identity into a bag in Australia, dandelions and bumblebees. But I'm just saying, I'm a survivor of extreme violence and extreme deprivation of my rights, and these women are very, very toxically competing with me, having free will to have a face makeover and have a job. They're really oppressing me, and really there's a massive organization that's got a whole lot of vagina photos, because why would Rachel have a bunch of lips on all of her telephones, and why did somebody drop me off a whole lot of cushions in my house down where I lived with E, and Owen used to come and visit me for 2 years, and he was part of the Lions. And who's shut me out in apartheid? A bunch of lions. They're taking photos of me like this, that I'm old and ugly now. See how her face is all withered? That's what they did to me to get that woman looking like the pretty one. I want to show you something. This is real criminal stuff, like cancer and psoriasis. Like, somebody sent me this, so it made me think that I've got cancer and psoriasis. Heavy metals were found in her hair, 10 of them before she died. And look at me. So my mum's with Epstein having parties right now, and I'm outcast. Even this Poppy stole her whole identity, and look at her lips. That's what they keep doing. So how long have they been doing that? They cut open my vagina like I've always had a big one. So that's me in Australia, and I look good. That's only 2 years ago, and since that, Epstein took my life and put me to dead. And then I said my exes are making businesses based on my CV, and I've had structural violence, and these men are monsters. They're taking photos of me nude in my vagina. Can I get some help for crime in the neighbourhood? Reward dogs of the community. Anybody got photos? I'm asking communities, help me. Nobody will help me. I've got no civil rights for 5 years. I want to show you something else. And, oh yeah, they were saying that this football apartheid with my exes is abuse, and they've stopped me being a doctor because I wanted to be a doctor. Here you go. My consciousness is locked from communities, killing from Facebook and the dark web. Narratives that I am hating on some woman that I don't know. Cop my own easy people ridiculing me and believe my work is locked in, unlawfully imprisoned. I don't know what I was trying to say. It's irreversible, my loss of career, my honour, violence to make me devalued by men sexually, old face abuse, trolls, false light. Because my face was ruined, I'm very, very traumatised over it. Nobody gives me the support or mercy. They don't give me mercy. And that's how I talk to people. I'm not never done crime in my life at all. Like, I've never done anything. And that I'm just asking for responsibility here. But what happened was, in Australia, a whistle blew, and then Graham kicked me out of Australia. And it's like, I've got all these letters to human rights about equal opportunity. So he's got my passport, and he's kicking me out of both countries. They're blackmailing me with a toilet video, and I said they need to be accountable. I can't even get a counsellor. 2023 and I can't even access my emails properly. I said I've got rampant crimes, YouTube stalking. Who did the face abuse? Is it police or gangs? The grumpy mutt. It's awful. You think I'm cold and hard and a nasty lady. I want to tell you, please tell independent authority of the police that I've had so many issues from this face abuse. Old head pies throwing it at me. No one's accountable. Anyway, there's one thing that I think they didn't think that I would have on here. This is the beautiful, soft vision of my beauty of my life that I love. I love colours. I had to do cognitive tests at my job, and I passed it. This is my Bible. And that's when I prophesied that Diana was part of the Esvians and the whole city was filled with confusion. Now, every time something went on, I had this little Bible. I'd open it up and it'd have something to do with what was going on. They all became prophets. There you go. As he clothed himself with cursing as with his garment, so let her enter the body like water and like oil into the bones. So this man went into the fashion industry. This is what I was thinking right then at this time, that he went into the fashion industry and that his bones, my bones, were broken into 1,000 pieces from this genocide, from like billions of people being nasty to me. And it made me lower class trash oil. And then they just ruined my face and I'm dying. Look at this. This is how it all started, and I went overseas for persecution over criminal gangs. This is his emblems, and he's got another one doing the fingers. These are the Trojans that took over the country, and they're holding me hostage on the dark internet with shit tapes. And listen, he won't let me have compassion, and it's a real torture. 0 fucks given. Nice one, Tom. Asylum tattoo shop. Who's Tom? So Thomas is not letting me have compassion. It says Black Knives, Forever Outcast, Hardcore Lives, Metal Pit, Mosh Pit, Divine Feminine, and the Wolf Pack. More stage jives, more mush moves. So this is, the wolf is John. John has been harassing me and I've almost died from the violence and the humiliation he's done, and now he's top tier of a police station. It's not fair, and this is the kind of things I look at. I seek enabling to avoid the pleasure of sin. For a reason, I seek humility to allow another believer in the liberty to rebuke me when I am near to the fall and to the snare. And this is what I loved about, I love words and I loved the colour of photography. They've taken it, they've taken credit for it and plagiarised it. Oh yeah, someone sent this to me that it was a oligarchy, which means I don't get rights, they're just paying everybody. And that shows you Patrick Turner. I got called SpongeBob because she opened my vagina with big lips and stretched my vagina. And she calls me Patrick Starfish, and it's Tina Turner. Why am I the only one paying for the violence here? Nobody helps me. This should actually be taken as a criminal investigation. I've actually called FBI, and this is all my drawing in Australia. I love drawing. I was learning how to draw different things, and they took over the art and outcasted me and stopped me. They blacklisted me as a commoner and won't let me do it anymore. And they sent me this, My Lips at Home. They keep destroying my vagina and sending my lips. They've got blackmail. That's happened since Rachel's House, which was about 2016. That's a very long time that they've got vagina videos, and same as Owen Winters, that I had vagina, somebody dropped off a whole lot of lip cushions. So he must be part of the Lions crew that goes around raping me and treating me like trash on a dark internet. So I've been human trafficked for so long, and my mum's with Epstein, like Hamburger Heaven, Murder Burger. I'm not allowed any rights. They've put me into a whole Epstein thing. And this was my life before. I'm about being a counsellor. I'm about emotional connection. And he's just ridiculing me and insulting me like, fuck off. Nobody fucking wants you here. Look at you, you fucking dog. You fucking lazy fucking bitch. That's the persecution I get from the yellow dragon and this John.